Alright, here we have Tarik versus Apock 49. And Jeffrey cutting me off while I'm trying to do the intro.
Sorry, my bad.
You wouldn't get that from pros like Excoundrel and Forecourt, that's all I'm saying.
I'm not as good as those guys.
Alright, here we go. Right, who do you like for this matchup based on the decks?
They're pretty close. The main difference, of course, is Jump Jets versus Orca. Honestly, I like Tarik's deck better. I think the Orca is just a bad unit.
I agree. I think Jump Jet's a good unit. I think Orca's a bad unit, so I'm going to have to give it to the guy who's got Jump Jets instead of Orcas. And this is a weird map, as Silver Cruz says. Very strange map.
It is pretty strange. So much pressure towards the middle, like with the tip fields between the two pads. So this is not a very good, not a good map for tech, obviously, but which they're not using. On this map, I don't see it being completely the best option. I think there in this map, we'll see, but
I'm not sure, honestly. I could see it being okay for tech, but the problem is once the first tip patches are gone, it's going to be hard to defend. But on the other hand, it's hard to charge pads while harassing Harvester because the pads are kind of off to the sides. I would say this is a mobile map. Like, you want to be playing tanks and pitbulls and raider units on this map because, like, the yes, I know that can be said of all maps, but I believe that this map very much looks like a map where you want to be able to rotate your units around quickly. I'm saying, like, you don't want to play a 2-range unit on this map. This is not a good MLRS Giga map. There's no way you can park an MG or a Giga or an MLRS where it'll cover 2 pads, and that's what you're really looking for.
It's too open. It's far too open. There's no good choke points here. The only real spot is in the middle there. And because of how wide open the map is, I agree with you. It's just far too easy for somebody to counter a 2-range unit.
Yep. So I like Tarik's use of the Talon here a lot. I think this Talon is going to be a game breaker. I think that the fact he has the air unit that is cheap and versatile is going to give him a huge advantage. It also counters the Orca. And he's managed to steal a missile. He's going to steal a missile and also kill off that Harvester there. I don't think these missile troopers are going to kill the Talon in time. No, the Talon wins.
They're not.
Wow, the Talon annihilated them. Were they low life from crossing tip?
I believe so. Yep.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. So yeah, another disadvantage of playing infantry, as they randomly lose life when crossing tip fields.
Yeah, and actually this map, it's a little bit more troublesome because of the placement of the tip fields. You have to actually be careful with your micro.
Yeah, it looks tough to get by without crossing. So obviously this Orca is not going to be great value. It's kind of shut down by these Talons pretty hard, and here you see Apock just kind of let it go, which I think was an error. He probably could have microed that back a little, tried to protect it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Apock using more.
I'm not even really sure why he built an Orca there.
Yeah, it was to kill a tank on his Harvester. But I'd like to see him using more missile troopers here, honestly. Like, they are just good against everything Tarik is making. Tarik just has 4 tanks on the field now. Yeah, there's some missile troopers. We could even see Orca here. Like, Apock has 220 Tiberium. He can afford to throw 70 away just to get a nuke on something with an Orca.
True, that's true.
His unit cooldown has been off now for a while as well. I'd like to see him really making use of his economy. Both players have a huge economy, and Tarik is pop capped, but Apock, he doesn't seem to be making units quickly enough. It looks like he's just going to lose his missile because he doesn't have anything on the field. Yeah, I think Apock just didn't make units quickly enough.
Yep.
Yeah, Apock just needed to be actually every time the units are off cooldown, he needed to be making a unit. I think that was the issue there.